Top 3 TV theme songs you remember from when you were younger that still slap.
Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere.
Oh, what?
Don't know where we're going, got no way of knowing, driving on the road to nowhere.
Top 3 most embarrassing and cringy trends.
Planking on shit, like on your fancy car, somebody would plank on the back of it, take a picture and be like, oh, I've just planked on the back of a f***ing sports car.
Top 3 best bands of all time.
Let me go first then.
Best.
This is like facts and figures.
Can't even, man.
Listen, facts and
figures.
The numbers do not lie. Nickelback.
We're not putting sorry, mate. How can you put Nickelback in the best? Aliens come to Earth, right? Then they say, humanoids. Tell us which of your 3 most culturally important bands are. And you're going to say f***ing Nickelback.
100%. And I'm Josh.
And I'm munching on a fucking little, and it's not even a real one, it's a little Biscoff biscuit.
Is it any good?
It's all right, actually.
Looks a bit soggy now after you've had it in your mouth,
my mouth
for 10 minutes.
Yeah. How are you going?
That's for audio.
That's just honking that. Stop chewing into the microphone. Jesus Christ. Your beard and your tash is looking a bit longer. You've got like the tash curl like, Hook.
That's a movie reference I can get. Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook. Yeah.
Is that Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of town. You'd make a good Hook, actually. Put a bit of a guy liner on you. Get you an outfit.
I quite look. I could look as a pirate.
Yeah,
I think kind of generally filthy vibe to me. You know, like I'm not really.
Are they making any more Pirates of the Caribbean? Do you reckon we get them cast?
If you get like Pirates of West Yorkshire, just get on like a barge and like go down the fucking River Calder.
There's like some broken down barges right next door. Have you seen them next to the Hepworth?
No. I do want to buy like a little mini, like a pleasure cruiser or something.
Like, do not buy anything.
Yeah, I want to go out and like anchor it up and just be out there for like a month.
They say that. Like, if you buy any form of a boat, the 2 best days are buying the boat and selling the boat. In between that, apparently, is a nightmare. A bit like your car at the minute, to be fair. Don't buy anything that's going to cause any more problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
You should have bought, instead of the car that you bought, you should have bought like an all reliable one, like the Volkswagen Passat that we had out in Germany. That was
great, wasn't it?
That was the quality. It had a brand new
awful,
Passat,
but it was very practical,
super comfy, brand new.
Yeah, not really like.
I think we devalued it on that trip.
It doesn't really correlate well with the midlife crisis, so does it? You don't like lose your shit and buy a Passat. You lose your shit and buy, I don't know, like a McLaren or something.
Have you got that comment, Wes? Have you seen that? There's a comment somewhere that popped up on the YouTube comments where
I might read it. Should we do YouTube comments?
You do YouTube comments. I don't think you've got it on this show, but I'll find it.
It's time for a YouTube comment from you.
If you'd have done that on time, that'd have been. I know.
Been
all right with that.
I don't really think it was going to come out, but.
All right, first comment.
Wait, can I do this one? Can I do like?
Is it definitely not on the show notes?
It's definitely not. It's long, this, mate.
Okay.
If Adam might have us remove this.
I've seen it. I know what you're going to say. Don't bother with it.
You've seen the one?
Is it about parking in disabled space?
I ain't got that far yet.
It's about parking in disabled space.
So somebody caught you?
Yeah, I did park in a disabled space. So it was a very good reason for it.
Well, yeah, well, let's hear your side of the story.
Well, my secret concubine was pregnant, so I had to park there. That's a joke, of course. No, I parked there just because there was a lorry
covering all the other parking spots. That happens in Tesco's all the time.
You literally couldn't get out of the car park. It was for health and safety that I had to park there. But yeah, you can leave that comment.
But somebody caught you. All right, you do your comment.
From D. John, wealthy man.
D. John.
Like the mustard.
Wealthy man bumps car and earns cash through ad revenue off YouTube. My heart goes out to him.
He didn't bump his own car, though, to be fair.
I didn't bump the car.
Somebody bumped my car. Both cars broken.
Well, maybe they're on about you, Josh.
Neither of them are way over in space.
Specifically say who
neither
were talking about that.
Good point.
Oh, yeah. There is only one.
No, he said wealthy man.
Yeah, there's only one wealthy man. Disabled. Next comment.
And we'll call this last comment.
Wait a second. Wealth is not measured in money. Wealth is measured in.
He's saying last comment because he's fucking doubled up on notes as the last week's comments. Oh, you fucked up.
I did it by accident, I think. Please. Oh, this is from Bo Baloo. Please bring on Adam's nan and Josh's granddad together for an episode it would be epic.
Can't, man. They both get naked and they'll be at it, man, on the table.
Why?
How would that happen?
Because my grandma sexually promiscuous.
Did you see that photo that I put on the Breaking Beard Instagram of you kissing your nan?
No, don't think so.
I put a picture on Sunday.
You have a photograph of me kissing my nan.
Because we didn't have, George had not sent me any reels to say, the new podcast is out. So I put a picture of you kissing your nan on it. And I was like, what a beautiful photo. But the actual song that I tagged towards it was like one called Nympho.
Weird.
I don't know how many people spotted it. But yeah.
Bit odd that, Josh.
We had another comment from Muppet HK4UK. Adam as a commentator on a reality show. That's what I would actually watch. Could you imagine him doing like a Big Brother voiceover or any sort of voiceover of
That
a
guy
reality
from
show?
Love Island or something.
I could, it wouldn't be very. I don't think the producer of the show would be. I think it'd lose more views.
Would you go into full character of Beard Meets Food and be like, "What's happening, Beard Army?" And this week we've got Ralph who's trying to court Miss.
God, you got it like 1802.
Or would you be like Adam Moran off the podcast?
Yeah, off the podcast version.
Yeah.
You'd be like, look at these two fucking idiots.
Don't try find love, you'll never find it.
Yeah, probably something like that. I want to say, don't try find it.
Right, George has come up with a good idea for this week's podcast. Whether we execute it very well, yet to be determined. But has he told you the idea yet?
Something about top 3 something.
George?
Yeah, so I've picked out a few sort of like top 3 topics that we can basically,
Speaking of pirates, you're wearing a lot of jewellery today, George. Are you joining some kind of rap troupe?
I always wear.
All I can see is bling. What the
3
fuck is
rings.
that? What they made out? Is that cubic zirconium?
Have you got a necklace on?
No,
Do you wear a necklace?
sometimes.
That looks like a screw from like a.
That one.
Yeah,
It looks like a bolt, doesn't it?
yeah, like a bolt. That's
I
what
think it's just the angles.
That's like a Celtic thing.
Yeah.
That's another Irish
Much
thing.
Celtic in your blood, or?
Got Irish in my blood, yeah.
We'll get Danny Mitchell in to confirm or deny that.
that.
What's in a thumb ring? Have you got Prince Albert?
Celtic stuff and like a...
You don't normally wear those. What are you talking about? You always wear them?
That's a new one, but those I always wear every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you slap in the bed.
Strange choice that for a man who fears commitment. We'll talk about that later. Anyway.
I don't know what you're on about there, mate. Fucking Jesus.
Right, quick, get into it.
I'm doing a you now. So like top 3 stuff. So I've got some subjects and basically like both of you chuck some names into the ring and then both of you have to sort of come to an agreement and decide what the top 3 is.
You had me there
Do you know
until
what I mean?
you said come to an agreement.
That's
Have you not noticed that we
where
are-
it becomes challenging.
The complete opposite human.
Yeah. So first thing, top 3 most nostalgic British things.
Oh, it's kind of a bit vague, isn't it? Only Fools and Horses.
So like
Christmas cake.
So like stuff that like
Christmas,
everyone from the UK
We're going to hit this and
like
submit
knows
home run.
about.
Only Fools and Horses,
Yeah.
Christmas cake, and
And complain about the weather.
yeah.
Complaining about the weather. Any more?
That's it. That's it.
There we go,
We can't fly through them that quick.
See you next week. Any more? Drinking tea is, although a stereotype, very true.
I don't know if this is just a typical British thing, but do you remember being in like primary school and you'd get to year 6 or whatever and they'd sit on the benches on the side of the hall during assemblies and stuff?
I don't think
Do you
that were in
remember
our
that?
school, nah.
No.
I don't remember.
I had a bit of a throwback actually. I had to go do a walk around an open day of primary school this weekend, which were weird. They've not really come on very far at primary schools.
No.
It just is exactly as it was.
Still like largely kind of prefabricated huts.
Yeah, prefabricated
where they've not
huts.
built a new.
Yeah, like old bits of like wood and.
I always found it really weird. So like when I left primary school, went to high school, they like did a fair or something at my old primary school. So I went back and it's mad how you don't realise how much you've grown.
Yeah, everything's small.
Everything's tiny. All the chairs. Like,
You laugh, lad. You haven't fucking grown.
I voted at my years ago now. I voted at my primary school.
What do you mean?
Voted?
Oh, it went back
It was
to
a
vote.
voting
Yeah,
centre,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I went back. I was like, "What the fuck? This is like my living room." I thought this was a huge room, but it wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah, when we went to this open day, they had like a campfire, and they were like roasting marshmallows on the campfire.
Oh man, why is everything like super American now in England? They have fucking
isn't it?
proms.
Whoa, what are you moaning
They
for?
have,
Till
like-
they were buzzing, mate. I said, look, this ain't gonna happen every day. Like, this is just like a one-off. Like, they're showing us all the best bits. Like, you know, because she's like, I want to go
What a
now.
weird activity, like at a school, they're roasting marshmallows.
Why not?
But why? Not why not, why?
It's fire safety. This one kid said that a dragon had arrived.
This
and
one
actually
kid?
this like year 6 kid said a dragon had arrived and breathed fire into this pit to set the pit on fire.
Yeah, well, he's a liar then, isn't he? Little
No.
bastard.
Anything else that's like,
You got that first time around, man.
yeah?
So what did you say? Only Fools and Horses.
Complaining about the weather.
Complaining about the weather.
And Christmas cake.
Christmas cake,
Christmas cake.
That's a fucking trifecta right there, man.
In what order though?
There is no order. Those are all like,
let's not overcomplicate this, George
All right.
boy.
Top 3 most nostalgic games.
Oh,
Video games.
right. Square boobed Lara Croft, Tomb
I knew you were
Raider.
going to say that one. Square boobs.
they weren't square.
Abe's Odyssey, remember that?
No, come on.
Abe's
It was a
Odyssey
good
was
game, though.
fucking sick. So
not
I'm going to
top-
throw that. Yeah, 100.
top 3.
Spyro the Dragon,
Those aren't
Crash Bandicoot.
right. Steady, it's 3. Like those aren't like nostalgic games, really. I mean, some of them are, but like they're not. We're talking like we're from different eras. We're going to be giving Street Fighter 2 has to be in there. Under no circumstances is that going to be in any list. Not going to be in any list of top 3 any games, right?
Anymore?
Street Fighter's got to be in there. I'd say like Final Fantasy 7, but I'm a bit more of a
That's
nerd than
more
you.
you
I
think,
played
I
the
think that.
I played the first Harry
No,
Potter.
People love it.
Harry Potter was a game on like the computer.
What, the first one?
Yeah, do you remember playing that?
I remember the Hagrid in that game looking just like a block, like a square
Yeah.
block with a flat face.
Yeah, I've never played that. No.
No.
Not a big fan of Harry Potter in general.
What other games have we got from back in the day?
Have you used to play any like old classic FIFAs or any old Call of Duties or anything like that?
I suppose like the key here is classic. What's a nostalgic game to me that like Call of Duty is a new game?
Square boob Lara Croft. That's got to be number 1. We'll give Street Fighter 2.
We can put that in there.
I used to play WWE games when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
They're mad
I used to play
nostalgic for me.
WWF games when I was a kid.
Yeah,
That's
true.
all
That.
that.
That's the
WWF,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
difference.
I still think like Spyro the Dragon or Crash Bandicoot.
See,
Rayman.
I played Spyro.
Rayman.
Nah, come on. You just playing all the lame non-violent games? What kind of childhood did you have? You got to be beating people up at least.
Do you ever remember a game called Bomberman?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Ah,
Come on.
Yeah, agreed.
Soundtrack on that was
See, I didn't play that.
Sold. What?
I never played that one.
yeah, 'cause
Run
it was
round
still
like
in his
running
mum's
people
house.
allowed.
over,
Not
killing,
allowed, was
killing
I?
prostitutes, shooting people.
And I wonder why I wasn't allowed to play it.
Yeah, what? Like,
remember
it's amazing that that came out, and then like America is the way it is nowadays.
No, I think it was a reflection of America. I don't think
Yeah?
it had the
Oh,
impact.
okay,
Yeah. The soundtrack on that was unreal, though, man. Do you remember?
I want to play that again.
They're redoing it, aren't they? They're doing like a because it's so
Well,
fondly remembered.
GTA 6 is going to be set in Vice City.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. That's a meme, though, isn't it? How GTA 6 has been in development for like a decade.
I know.
It got didn't some like the trailer get released? I think the trailer got released early by
Last
accident
year.
because somebody at Rockstar uploaded it onto the YouTube account, unlisted. But then obviously the YouTube HQ people have got access to everybody's channels, so it got leaked from that. So it wasn't because they'd uploaded it as an unlisted video. Somebody had then pulled it off
Copied
there.
the link.
Yeah, mad that, innit? Imagine that if they're going to the Beard Mixed YouTube channel, see like 9 months worth of videos, like just lined up.
Oh, yeah, 9 months.
We're gonna leak these.
3 months worth of really shit videos where he's eating the same stuff all the time. Yeah. Oh, let's leak them.
We'll see his pile of videos that he just keeps pushing back every week.
Oh, he shot that one with the crew. Oh, why is he pushing that back to January 2027?
Right, so what we're saying?
So you said Spyro. I played Spyro on like PlayStation 1 when I was a kid.
Look, man, Spyro the Dragon is not going in
Spyro
a top
the-
3 nostalgic games. Street Fighter 2, I'll give you Tomb Raider.
It doesn't have to be like
And Vice City's going
the
in
top
there.
3 nostalgic games like of all time. It's like our sort of top
All right,
3
well, in that case,
nostalgic.
Spyro the Dragon is definitely not going in there. Tomb Raider wouldn't be in there.
What?
Nah.
No, you lock the butler in the fucking fridge.
Yeah, I remember that part. It was a good game. I'm not.
Oh, bats going.
Are you just going to reenact the games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That leopard that was like a square leopard when it was in snow.
Yeah.
Class. And then they had Angelina Jolie play the part.
Yeah, but the better film actually is the one with Alicia Vikander in.
No idea. What
Is that a newer one?
Yeah, yeah.
Not seen that.
It's a good film.
Angelina Jolie were a good casting for that. Like almost, I'd say bang on.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Should we,
Who's the
should
other
we let her
one?
know? Should we call her up and say, Angelina Jolie, Josh says you were bang on in that
What's she
film.
called? Alicia.
Josh will love it.
What was that lady called?
Alicia Vikander.
Vikander.
That's 2 words that I can't.
You can't spell Alicia. And Vikander's how it's spelled. I mean, you
yes,
you
no,
knock
she-
about with
yeah,
like
she would-
octagon fighters who've got like 12-syllable Polish surnames. How can you not say Vikander?
Yeah, she's good casting. Preferred Angelina Jolie. Right, we've cracked that. Josh, we're smashing this, mate.
Well, we haven't decided on the top
What
3.
did we
I thought we
determine?
had.
So we say Street Fighter, Tomb
Tomb
Raider,
Raider,
and GTA Vice City. Okay, I think that's fair.
We've agreed.
Yeah, we're going to come.
You're the one that's overcomplicating this, George.
Just trying to make it more of a debate. All right, top 3 best bands of all time. So this isn't like what you objectively think is the best. This is like
What is the best?
what should be known as
Let me go first then.
best.
This is like facts and figures.
Can't even, man.
Listen, facts and
Facts and figures.
the numbers do not lie. Nickelback.
They're not.
Look, man, I don't get the Nickelback hate, right? I don't get it, right? But I am not having this committed to fucking celluloid. That I'm not having footage of me saying, yeah, Nickelback are one of the greatest bands ever. That's just not happening.
They are
I
factually,
already
mate.
can't get laid, Josh. I already cannot get laid. That cannot be out there, right? No, sorry. We're not saying Coldplay are the best. We're not saying the fucking Beatles are the best, right? I'm not having it, right?
So you've got to think about like the influence on the industry as well. Like not just what you objectively think is good, but like how they impacted music as a whole.
How they impacted music
with
as a
you
whole.
just poo-pooing the Beatles is just like stupid, really, because of their impact on music.
Just called you stupid.
Well, it's just empirically not
I'm
true.
calling
That
you
is a
stupid.
like
I'm calling not putting.
No, you did
Beatles
call me
in there,
stupid. It's
but
all right, George.
All right, stupid.
Right, so I've got to put Beatles in there. I've got to put
I
them
feel
in.
like you just have to put Beatles in any.
If
list
we're
like
not having Nickelback, we're not having the Beatles. They have like Nickelback are more popular than the Beatles. They fucking are. And more people are listening to Nickelback than they are the Beatles. Google it, George.
Nowadays, maybe.
No, of all time.
Not even now.
No.
Of all time.
No.
No.
Who's got more streams? Google it. I'll Google
Beatles
it. You
by
two
a
have a chat.
mile.
All right.
The Beatles haven't even been on Spotify
You know
for very long.
that, George, the problem that you've got here is that that's a daft question. If you're saying that we can't pick bands that we lean towards,
Well,
then what you might as well
all
just
right.
like pick the most streamed bands or
What
something like
ones
that.
are you leaning towards?
If I like the idea that you said like the ones that had the most impact on music in general. So if that were the case, then I would say probably, although I'm not a fan of his, Elvis.
Yeah.
I would probably say Michael Jackson. And is that it has to be a band or?
I suppose
Because I
bands of artists.
Okay, well, Elvis, Michael Jackson, and probably Nirvana, maybe. Although that's not me saying I don't like Nirvana. I'm just thinking about the impact that they had, is what I'm saying. Or maybe Rolling Stones.
What are you looking at, Josh?
But Nickelback aren't going in there, man.
Nickelback.
I don't hate Nickelback.
I'm looking at some statistics, and I do believe that Nickelback have had more streams than the Beatles.
But like Cardi B's had more streams than like Damien Rice. She's not a better artist, is she? You know what I mean? Like, we can't be using streams as like the means of choosing this.
I can't believe we're not going to I'm not having it.
It's not all about
I'll fucking leave this
It's not all
podcast
about
right
the numbers,
now.
mate. It's not all about the numbers.
That fucking sign off the wall with a smile on my face.
Who have you said then?
I think from what you said there, Michael Jackson should be in there. I know he's not a band, but
Yeah.
for the sake of
That fucking ruins it then, doesn't it?
argument's
So
sake.
you're going to put Michael Jackson in, not Nickelback, which is a band.
Well, look, man. All right, yeah, he's got you there because you did say band.
Right.
Fuck you.
Jackson
Mikey.
5 then. The Beatles have to go in though. You said Rolling Stones, did you?
Yeah, I don't want to, like, that makes it sound like I like these bands. I don't, like, none of these bands do I actually listen to. What's your favourite Jackson 5 song?
That Christmas one. It's the only fucking song that anybody knows, isn't it?
Are you mad?
I Want You Back is the best Jackson 5 song.
Blame it on the boogie.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always seem to stand out in the crowd.
And we all just
Someone
want to
picture-
be big rock stars, living hilltop houses, driving 50 cars.
So what you're saying is, like,
the girls come easy
Nickelback
and the
are ripping
drugs
off
come
Jackson
cheap.
5.
We all stay skinny because we just won't eat. Fucking, that is a classic. How many? You sing that song to anybody, everyone's going to go, fucking Nickelback. You start singing this shite, they're going to be like, Is that
We need to not eat Nando's before we do the second episode.
the fuck is Nickelback?
We're not putting Sorry, mate. How can you put Nickelback in the best? All right, fuck, just let him. I feel like this is a YouTube thing. You guys.
It's not. It's a real thing. Like.
All right, hang on. Like aliens come to Earth, right? Then they say, humanoids, tell us which of your 3 most culturally important bands are, and you're going to say fucking Nickelback.
100%.
Right. Well, you can tell who's not the musician here, can't you? Let's put it that way. But let him put Nickelback in. And what are the other 2 then? Is Michael Jackson going in there?
If you'd have said like Limp Biscuit from you, I'd get it, but I'd be more willing to put it in than Nickelback.
Nickelback. Right, talk amongst yourself. I'm going Nickelback, and I'll figure another one out. You pick
Machine Gun Kelly in a band, you know.
He has got a band.
It's called Machine Gun Kelly.
What do they call them?
I don't know. Like
I miss the days when you used to have like the artist and the band. So like Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
Did I not tell you?
Dinah Ross and the Supremes
has won 2 awards at the Country Music Awards recently. Did you know that?
Sweet. No.
He's that skilled. He's crossed like 3 or 4 genres at the minute. You know what I mean? Like, that's how good.
I've done them all fucking poorly.
That's how good.
He's going through destroying genres,
Yeah.
one genre at a time.
I can only imagine it at the Country Music Awards. Everyone's fucking fuming. He's up there playing his like electric guitar.
Miming it.
Yeah, nah. But he did. So Nickelback is in a band. I'm not Nickelback, Machine Gun Kelly, but I'm not saying he needs to be on it.
All right, we just move on from this one? Can we just like agree to like not disagree?
We need to move on from this one. So,
all right, Nickelback, Michael Jackson, and Elvis. There you go.
Not Beatles.
Whatever, man. I feel like you're the boss, aren't you now? Why don't you tell us what yours is?
Moving on.
Jonas Brothers. How do we miss the Jonas Brothers?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sorry to interrupt this episode. I just want to take a quick moment to tell you about our Patreon. As you know, we don't take on any old sponsorships around here. In fact, we've only done 2 in the last 2 years. That's why we need Patreon. That's where you guys come in. Each week, we do a Patreon-only episode. Fancy going to watch Kung Fu Panda 4? Yeah.
No, I'd just call you for that, dickhead.
I'm not shagging you. Anyway, George, as well as behind-the-scenes content from all our trips abroad, all the antics, and all the stuff that we've frankly can't post on YouTube. There's a great community being built, and the money generated helps keep this sinking ship afloat. If not, George is going to have to go back to selling his ass for money. You get early access to every episode, and there's a Patreon-only episode with every podcast. Not only that, there's almost a year's worth of behind-the-scenes content for you to catch up on, and you can see all the antics that goes on whilst we're abroad. And you can ask us questions on our Patreon-only Q&As. All this for less than the price of a pint. Thanks as always for the support. Now back to the episode.
Anyway.
Go on.
Top 3 best discontinued items.
Ooh.
Discontinued items. Probably should have done some prep for this.
Yeah, that's kind of on the top of your head. I know what my top one of all time would be. It's an alcoholic beverage called a Jeremiah Weed.
Jeremiah Weed.
Yeah, it was like a kind of like an alcoholic, a bit like a sarsaparilla or something like that, like a root type, kind of like a root beer. But it was very delicious, and you sadly can't buy it now or anything which is approximate to it. Sorry, I'm a bit gassy.
So whatever he said, some fucking gorilla. Then what were it? What did you say it was called?
I said it's called Jeremiah Weed.
All right, I had like Jeremiah Gorilla or like it were all. Did you ever back in the day used to take pre-workout before the gym?
Yeah,
remember Jack 3D?
I never had Jack 3D. I did try this one called fucking.
All right, I know Explode. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, I never had that one either. I had Craze, which was heavy, man. They found out that was basically some derivative of amphetamines.
Yeah, I think Jack had effigy in it. You know, like,
those were the most dangerous shit. Like, you know, you get people talk about steroids and
imagine
stuff.
that, 15, 16-year-olds.
Yeah,
like,
you could go in and you've got to have 2 scoops because it'd be like if you want like a really intense effect, or if you lift it everywhere, you got to do 2 scoops, maybe 2.5 if you feel a bit dangerous. That one that I had, Crazy, man, it used to taste like plastic. They didn't even taste like you like eating it, like knowing there's something chemically wrong with it. So that got banned. Yeah.
We'll put one of them in. Put Jacked in. So that's
Jack 3D's going in there.
Yeah, we've got to.
Okay.
Jack 3D.
You don't even know what it is.
No, I don't.
That's it's part of like the gym bro meme culture, that Jack 3D.
That's why I won't
Used to
know
spell
what
it
is.
jacked, but like the ED at the end was 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Shouldn't talk about ED.
What else can we put on that list? Have you got one, George?
I thought they used to do bags of white Maltesers, and they don't do them anymore. They're banging.
That's a Tom Aspinall level comment.
Yeah, it was fun. Did you ever have Echo bars?
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Did they discontinue
Discontinue
those?
them. They were like, I was in primary school at the time, and if you had one of them in your pack up, like, you were a fucking boss.
Yeah.
And I used to get them, and I just used to look forward to eating that bar every day, and then don't see them anymore.
We got it there then. We got it. We got Jeremiah Weed's Jack 3D and Echo bars.
Echo bars.
Yeah, we'll
Nice,
put that
nice,
in.
isn't it?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
All right, next one. Top 3 TV theme songs you remember from when you were younger that still slap.
Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere.
Oh, what?
Don't know where we're going, got no way of knowing, driving on the road to nowhere. Sponging for a living, checking out the women. Probably don't land today. Driving on the road to nowhere. And you don't take shit from anyone. All you want to do is have some fun. Max and Paddy, Paddy Max. The best of all, we don't pay council tax. That, Only Fools and Horses. Sing that one.
Wait, we can't be using that twice.
Yeah, but that's fucking...
And also, that was like 10 years ago. What you're missing out on, obviously, is Thundercats.
Yeah, way too young.
Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats are something. Feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose.
I think we're too young for that one, lad.
That's going in. I'm sorry. That's like
Can I have
me.
it? 'Cause I don't even know what that is.
We'll play it then.
I don't know if we can play it.
If you play it, we still won't know what it is.
For me, it's not even that old of a thing, but I used to think the Doctor Who theme song was like...
I can't believe people... I've never watched
That was great.
It went on forever. They had about 14 Doctor Who's, didn't there?
Totally unrelated question. What do you reckon to pitch and putt for like a first date idea?
Pitch and putt.
Yeah, you know, like like not mini golf, but like golf for kids.
Adventure golf.
Is the lady any good at golf?
I don't know. Like, it wasn't my idea.
I was going to say, how do you handle a stick?
Yeah. Anyway, what was? I was going to play the Thundercats.
But why are we playing it?
So
you
you
have to
can-
cut this out, George.
No, I'm like. This is where like if the shoe was on the other foot, like I'd feel some air. Oh, fucking ads. Who puts ads on the YouTube videos?
Yeah, as if you hadn't got YouTube Premium, the tight ass.
2 ads? The fuck is this a Rate My Takeaway video? That was like in perfect tune, I think.
Not heard this before.
Right, everyone's going to agree
Did
with
you
me.
ever watch the SpiderMan animated series from the 90s?
Yeah.
That had a great theme song.
I don't remember it.
Sounds so terrible now, though, doesn't it? It's a product of its time.
Guitar solos.
Everything used to have guitar solos in it as well.
Are we still going on with this?
Yeah.
You must have had to cut this out by now.
Probably.
All right, well, whatever.
You'd put it on. That is iconic, though, isn't it? I suppose.
But that's before we were born, like by a long way. That's the 50s Batman.
That's the 50s Batman.
Yeah.
You reckon?
He'll have first heard that
I don't
in
reckon.
Fools and Horses,
I know.
reckon.
So, well, 60s actually. But what was the question again?
Top 3 TV theme songs from when you were younger that still slap.
There's too many, man. What about Bodger and Badger?
I don't know
that one.
We're trying to fucking gaps here in age, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know that we're going to come to a consensus here.
Yeah, I think we might have to pass on this one.
What did you say? We can't have Max and Paddy.
Max and Paddy. Yeah, you've got to do Max and Paddy.
Why do you got to do Max and Paddy?
Got to do it. All right, skip. Pass.
Pass on that
Pass quiz leader.
Okay. Top 3 most embarrassing and cringy trends.
I think
be an easy
I think the long emo blonde, like this hair.
I mean more like
In hindsight,
ice bucket challenge or
Wasn't that for like ALS?
yeah. Well,
or Harlem Shake or something like that.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Just like trends that went around the internet or something that you look back on now and you're just like, oh my God. Can't believe we did that. Like everyone did the cinnamon challenge when I was in high school.
COVID was all fucking wearing a mask.
I don't think that really counts.
I think that's a trend.
Mike's still wearing a fucking mask.
Yeah. It's a tough one, this, George.
Cringy internet trends. Everything that's on the internet's cringy, man. Can we just like put
KSI? Can we put him on there?
I think that's a bit catch-all. I don't want people to get the opinion that I actually don't like the guy. I don't know him. TikTok dances, come on, they're prevalent, they're still around, and they're just really irritating.
Yeah, the best Instagram profile is the influencers in the wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seeing people do it, like from what not the camera sees when people are dancing in public.
Oh yeah, I don't follow the account, or many accounts really, but that's not one that I've seen, but it sounds like it could be entertaining. All right, so I've got one there. TikTok dances.
You got any, Josh?
We should have done some preparation.
Do you remember the challenge that everyone did where it was like, I can't remember what they called it, but where everyone just had to stand completely still?
Oh yeah, I remember that like years back. Didn't they do it at the Oscars as well?
Yeah,
like a bunch of, I don't really know that's that cringy. If I have to just stand still, that's like
just trying to think
of people planking.
Trends.
Remember that? Like people just planking on stuff.
People still plank though, don't they?
Do they?
Well, I don't think plank's an internet trend, mate. Plank is like an exercise.
Nah, like people laid like flat, like planking on shit, like on your fancy car, somebody would plank on the back of it, take a picture and be like, oh, I've just planked on the back of a fucking sports car, and you come back and be like, fucking hell, my spoiler's bent, my fucking windscreen wipers don't work, the other car's fucked. Like that, you must have seen planking.
Yeah, but it's not. Planking is not an internet trend.
It is.
You're not listening to the question. It's not, man.
What is?
What about Tide Pods? That eating Tide Pods thing. That's got to go in there.
That is on this list here.
But yeah, people snuffed it, didn't they?
So we've got 2 there, which I've contributed.
What's a Tide Pod?
It's just like a washing up.
It's like an American, like
laundry detergent thingy.
Eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously it's stupid, but like people were doing it.
There were another thing I'm sure where people were like making themselves pass out or something by.
Oh, pass out
doing
game.
Something.
That's not really an internet trend. That's been around since I was a kid. My sister was got sent home from school for doing it.
What did you have to do though?
Where you like huff your breath and then somebody pushes into your chest or something.
Something like that.
Should we do it? Up again. Or you?
But when I pass out, just make sure I don't wake up.
There's a thing as well when I was in high school, like early high school, where everyone sort of took photo. For audio listeners, you're not going to get it, but like everyone went like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
What, as if they were pensively...
So everyone, like, you take a photo
considering something.
and then go like that.
What did they wear at school when you were at school? Like, because it used to be like Rockports and like Fred Perry jackets or Henry Lloyd jumpers.
When I was at school,
yeah, that was like my era.
A burlap sack. Used to wear like a flat cap. You take your chimney sweeping brush, but after you finish school, you got to get up the chimney and and a few
wank him off.
I don't fucking know. Kids wore like uniform.
Yeah, but like you have like you do your best to wear things that were not your uniform. So like we used to wear like Nike black shoes.
Nike.
Yeah, Nike. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Nike.
Yeah, but we live in England, so it's Nike.
Yeah, but is it?
Do you say Adidas?
Matt does.
Yeah, Matt does next that.
Because he's American.
But it's pronounced Nike.
Nike. Anyway, so I used to wear Nike stuff. Sweet. I don't know what I wore. I just wore like... Do you remember like the guy that asked for the advice a couple of weeks ago? I can't afford like designer gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wore standard issue uniform.
I don't believe you.
I did.
So did you wear your own clothes to high school?
No, you wear high school clothes, but then like you might have a
accessorize.
Yeah, you like so like.
I didn't have anything. I was just tie shirt, blazer I had to wear. And
What shoes did you wear? Did you not wear like
Smart shoes.
black?
Yeah,
they've just got to be black smart shoes.
So you could, yeah, but people used to wear like black Nike shoes. You know, like all blacked out Nike shoes.
No, couldn't wear them in my school.
Nah?
Nope.
See, that's why George has a promising start in life. He's 25. He's got quite a good job, whereas the two of us did not have good jobs.
Yeah. All right. So what I can't remember. What was the question?
It was the embarrassing trends.
Yeah, I think we got it, didn't we? Well,
I think that Tide Pod thing needs to go in there.
Tide Pods, TikTok dancing,
TikTok dances,
and
Planking on supercars.
planking.
if you want.
All right. Top 3 weirdest food combinations that surprisingly work.
Oh, hang on. Give me this one. I've got to get one here. Spam and Oreos.
Spam and Oreos.
Yeah, speaking
You've
from
mentioned
experience.
that before, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, I might make one of those when I get home.
We were going to do that. You know, what you mentioned last week where we said, well, we used to do that food thing.
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
going to
yeah.
do that on an episode. We were going to bring in like a George Foreman and cook some spam and make a spam and Oreo sandwich.
It's that like sweet and salty.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that
works.
next week. We'll add that to
Salty.
next
I
week.
saw something where someone was like eating a bowl of ice cream and they got like a thing of salt and just put a bit of salt on the ice cream and they said it just tastes like so much better when you do that.
It's like putting pepper on, people put pepper on strawberries, don't they?
Don't know about that. They do? Somebody's told me recently I've got to stop
Eating.
putting butter in my coffee and like, you know, when you don't want to argue with somebody despite knowing better.
Who was it?
Somebody.
Oh, no.
Somebody must remain nameless. And, I just kind of did one.
What did they call that? They called that coffee like some like a
I don't
name.
know.
Bullet coffee. It's called bullet coffee.
Bullet coffee.
Bullet, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's kind of, I get it. Like, I'm sure it makes your coffee taste nicer, but you know, black Americano.
Well, spam and Oreos isn't exactly the epitome of health though either, is it?
No, I try. I just meant like the thing about coffee is that you can have like a black coffee and it's essentially negligible in its caloric value. Whereas if you put in like a spoonful of butter in there, that's like 100-calorie drink now. You know.
So you might as well have a nice drink for 100 calories.
Yeah, it might. That's a bit,
All right.
Do you have any weird food combinations that you do yourself?
Nah, like this is his realm of.
turkey, cream cheese, and jam.
Turkey,
Lovely.
cream cheese, and jam.
That makes sort of sense.
It's like cranberry.
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
cream cheese is the kind of curveball there, but like it's only like cranberry sauce on.
I will make a wrap out of anything. Like I'd put a curry in a wrap. I'll put like Mexican food in a wrap.
Like a gangster rap.
I was going to say,
a rap
give us
out
a few
of
lines. A few lines.
Yeah, but I don't have any like weird combinations.
Okay, so we've got
We've got two. You're gonna have to do the last one.
What about like to allude to Christmas cake? And this is a bit of a Yorkshire tradition: cheese with Christmas cake.
Yeah,
I think that's an underrated one. People don't appreciate
I've had that
enough.
before. It's quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lush, man. A little cheddar on it or something.
I think Christmas cake in general is fucking shite though. Like that fruit cake is
Yeah.
the worst.
You've
thing.
got a thing against Christmas foods, though.
What do you
I
mean?
remember this last time. You said mince pies you don't like Yule logs and shit. I mean, it's just,
A Yule, I'll eat a Yule log, but I think like the fruit cake thing is just like why?
it's kind of a remnant of perhaps at the time when money was less abundant. You know.
Yeah, but it's not even about money nowadays, is it?
Well, no, but it's like it's a tradition, isn't it? Like the suet cake, which was like an old kind of fruity, fairly cheap thing, is now just still around. Like, you know, I don't get panettone. That's the biggest sack of shit. Like a big crusty piece of like stale bread, basically, with some fruits in it. Like, come on, who's buying that?
Right, we've got them three for you there.
there's some stuff online. There's some weird combinations: peanut butter and pickles.
Oh, I heard that word. I would never ruin peanut butter with pickles. I like both independently, but nah, not for me.
Vanilla ice cream and olive oil.
Don't get
I've
that
seen
at
that
all.
on.
I've seen that
I've
as
seen that
well.
on like Instagram. Yeah, it's a bit like what he said before. Just add some more calories to
Yeah.
your already high.
Hot chocolate and cheese.
Like, how do you put the cheese in the hot chocolate?
I imagine, yeah. Melt it
Okay.
into it.
Sounds amazing.
Don't know about that one.
I'd give it a go.
Peanut butter and jalapenos.
Now, why are you ruining? I imagine it's the same thing as the first one, but why are you ruining peanut butter again?
Bananas and quesadilla.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't not try that.
I used to have like banana sandwiches when I was younger. That would maybe be considered weird now, would it?
Just bananas?
Like butter the bread, put
Just
bananas in
bananas?
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could eat that, but it's a bit. It's not
Have you ever barbecued a banana?
No.
It's quite nice. In its skin.
Look, we're getting in Thomas.
Nice.
Bit of ice cream.
I think we've got loads there. I don't know if it's a top 3, but
All right, let's do one more, shall we? And then we'll do some more over on Patreon.
Go on.
how is it? Nearly Patreon time.
Nearly
No,
Patreon.
it can't be
time.
nearly Patreon time.
It's 40 minutes.
Get bollocks, man. We need to have eat before we come and do these more often.
No, it just throws my energy off. This is like this feels
It
abnormal.
gave you energy though last time.
It's giving it today.
I'm not saying it doesn't give me energy. It just makes the energy strange.
Ah.
You know,
Well,
like
it
I've
did
got
last time as
I've
well.
got tunnel vision in the morning. That's why I'm most productive at morning time. You know,
All right, last one. Top 3 worst fashion trends of all time.
old people wearing baseball caps backwards.
I think the like M&M baggy jeans down to like below your pants. Do you know what I mean?
Pull your damn pants up. No, I don't know about
just
that
a
because that's
odd one.
That's a bit of a cultural thing, though.
Yeah.
You know what? Definitely needs to just die. Dudes wearing those. You can only call them purses, but it's like a little
Like
Oh, that's what.
like a little baggy.
where you keep your drugs in.
like a
Tory
designer,
Mike does
designer
that.
baggy. Yeah, no, come on, that needs to go.
That does need to go. I agree.
I don't know how that ever
That's
started.
like a big Scouse one, that, innit?
Yeah,
like,
well, then it definitely needs to
the
go.
Scouse world love that.
Yeah, no, come on.
Whenever you see like go to festivals or anything like that, all the guys are just wearing those. It's like
What I
in
think
there?
needs to go is that what's that brand that everybody's wearing now?
You're trying to make a joke at my expense, but you've forgotten the name of the brand.
No. It's like Essentials. Like everyone's wearing this one brand that says Essentials on it. That kid, the guy that I went on holiday with, he got a tattoo of it.
Is that the name of the brand, perhaps? Essentials?
Nah.
I don't know.
All right, in that case.
Hold on, wait. Leave this with me. Talk amongst yourself. Oh.
So I'm saying those bags, the dude bags, and
Is there any like old trends since maybe before your time even?
I always thought flares were kind of weird. You know, like jeans that go outwards at the bottom.
I think the right person can pull that off though.
No,
They can look cool.
I don't think they can look cool.
They look very like 80s disco-y sort of.
so not cool. So like the opposite of cool.
A bit at its time though, do you know what I mean?
I don't think that disco was ever cool.
What about Crocs?
No,
Opinion on Crocs?
yeah, no, you're right. They need to die. You know, you get people that wear Crocs.
They're called bum bags, them ones that you were saying. That's what they're...
Nah, bum
official
bags.
name is.
Bum bags are there.
Yeah,
Bum
but
bags
they wear
are-
them higher.
Yeah, but they're not bum bags. I mean, they'll be like a fancy Louis Vuitton style purse thing. It's like a man purse. Yeah, Crocs as well. Yeah, put that in there. They need to go because you never get somebody that wears Crocs that doesn't like Crocs become a hobby to them. Like they love once they get Crocs, they love Crocs so much that they become like some kind of Crocs.
They just wear them all the time.
Spokesperson, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it convince everyone that Crocs are the greatest thing ever. Where they're just like rubber clogs, really. You know.
I don't understand them. They just look like really cheap, like rubber shoes.
Man bags, Crocs.
Represent. The brand Represent.
Represent, I
Everyone's
don't know.
wearing Represent.
Why
clothing.
is that going in there though?
Because it's
I don't see that.
I've never. heard of it.
I see so many people wearing this gear and it's so expensive for basically like just a.
Yeah, but I don't know if that could be plenty of brands. I mean, like every designer brand, like doesn't.
Yeah, but it's
need
like
to
a
be that.
cool. It seems to be like a cool thing.
Someone could say that about Vans though.
I mean, like
You wear loads of
120,
Vans.
120 quid for like what looks like a pretty thick knitted hoodie is expensive, but it's not prohibitively expensive. I mean, it's like that's not crazy money. It's not like
I'm just printing the pile, mate. You guys can take it out of the pile.
What about sideways caps?
no. I think the right person pulls that off every day. Not
Sideways.
Even nowadays.
me.
In
Yeah,
America,
yeah, not me, but certain cats could do that. Yeah,
What about shutter shades?
the what now?
You know those?
Shades indoors. Can I say that? That just kills me.
Yeah. The shutter shades are like the ones where they're like bars kind of thing. And they're usually like bright colours.
Yeah, but people don't really wear. That's like a music video thing. The people don't really wear those, do they? I don't think I've ever seen
I
somebody
know, but
wearing
like
this.
I remember like 2010s, early 2010s and stuff like every music video, like everyone was wearing those. And it's just like, I don't think there was a point where that ever looked cool.
Well, I don't think the music industry is particularly conducive to original thought, is it? So it's no surprise that lots of people wore the same shit. Man bags, Crocs, and
That pinstripe suits.
nah, that's classic. We talk about fucking pinstripe
I'm just
suits.
saying this is what they've
Get the fuck
got
out.
on here. All right, defense.
I tell you what, gilets, man. Like, are you cold or are you hot?
Nah, I'm not with
Only
you
because
there.
you've got a gilet.
I'm not with you there.
Come on.
Me and Josh blew it on the gilet.
Yeah, you
It's
both wear.
stupid. People that wear, I think, like, if you wear a gilet, it's evidence that you failed one of your GCSEs.
See, Josh blew it, wears them with like t-shirts
t-shirt,
on underneath,
he does,
which
yeah.
that's stupid. That's daft. You don't need to wear the one then.
Yeah,
Like-
but if you're cold, put a coat on.
No, but I'd wear.
Why would you want
I'd
you-
wear like a jumper or something like that, like what you're wearing now. And if it's like a cold
Is
day,
that what
but
you
it's
got?
like it's not. I don't want to put on a big coat or anything like that. Just put a gilet on.
I'm with Adam.
Nah, gilets going in there, mate. So we've got it. We've got the list there. Man bags, Crocs, and gilets.
All right. Well, that's it for that list. Should we do Beards Challenge Rewind?
Oh God, there's another one.
There's another one.
Can we break for a piss? Can I just go? I need to go piss.
I love how you just did that over the top of the jingle. Can I just break for a piss?
This challenge. This is from last week. I think you put this one up.
So we're
But-
rewinding 7 days.
Yeah, but I thought it was quite an interesting video, and you'd not talked about it to us. So this challenge
You're
has
fucking
been.
up your own concept here, George. Go on.
This challenge has been around 15 years, and they serve it in a trash can lid.
Oh yeah, there wasn't really anything else to pull out about that.
Right. Next one.
No, I mean, I talked about it. I just mean like the reason the title is kind of catch all is there wasn't anything particularly.
What was in the trash can lid?
Just like American breakfast ingredients. There's some pancakes, some bacon, sausage patties, and stuff like that.
Hash browns.
No,
Home fries?
Home fries, yeah. But that was the one where we were talking about like the guy that like I'd set up and everything, and the dude came into the shot and he's like, "Don't you dare film me with that camera." And I'm like, "Don't you dare sit there then, pal, because I've just spent 20 minutes setting this up, and there's a load of fucking room over there. So yeah, move your fucking ass or you're getting filmed."
There's the real beard meets food.
That's all you're doing, man. Like anyway. Yeah, but it was a cool one, man. Look, the Polka Dot in Fairmont, West Virginia. It's a very vibrant-looking restaurant. Food was good.
Was it like a time challenge, quantity challenge?
Yeah. It was. Well, it was just the same thing. Yeah, you had to eat it in like half an hour, I think, maybe, or maybe it was 1 hour. It was
you
just
do
like
it?
a big breakfast. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, but it wasn't particularly. I've wanted to do that for a while because I've got a couple of friends that have done it and they said it was really good. And the restaurant's a good place to film because everything's really bright and.
I forgot to ask you what the beard rating. We said we'd do like a beard difficulty rating.
Difficulty?
On that out of 10 because we could basically make our own website.
For me, like 5.
4 beards, 5 beards.
5 beards.
5 out of 10 beards.
Yeah, it's something that you could like go. The thing with that is that like the pancakes are almost. They're like 70% of the challenge almost. They don't look that big, but like there's a lot of stuff on it. And the waitress said it during the video. I think I don't know if I got it on camera or if I said to her afterwards. I was like, I get why people lose because they probably do everything then leave the pancakes there. And she's like, yeah, everyone does that. But the pancakes are actually they're probably about half at least of the total thing. So, but the food is really, really good. And the desserts were flipping huge as well. Ginormous. But, and they were really nice. They let me film in the kitchen, which is not something they always do. And they'd won loads of awards and stuff. So it was just a cool spot to film at. But yeah, it's a good one. T-shirt, free meal and all that.
Cool.
Any more?
That's it for the Beard Challenge Rewind.
I've just done a bit of research whilst you were talking about pancakes and George's.
Well, you guys were not listening to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Krispy Kreme challenge is not actually in October; it's in February.
Is it February?
So that could be good timing if we want to do that in the next year.
Yeah.
12 donuts, 5 miles, 1 hour. At the 2.5 mile mark, we've got to eat 12 donuts and run back.
That's the thing to me is that eating and then the running. You know, like it should be a way to just like you can do the donuts whenever you want. Like if I could do them at the end, the run's gonna do me in there, man.
8 kilometers.
I'm just not as fit as I used to be.
That's
Not that I was ever really
you'd
that
have
fit.
to you'd have to go at quite a pace. Because I mean, how long do you reckon it'll take to eat 12 donuts?
Oh, not long.
Well,
2 minutes.
I reckon that'd be a struggle, that, to finish that in time.
What you got? How long you got to? Yeah, how long do you get to do it?
An hour.
5 miles. Nah, man. There's no way I'm covering 5 miles without passing out.
Yeah, running 8 kilometers will take you. I mean, at a 6-minute kilometer pace, like 10k is an hour in it, so it's going to be what 48 minutes.
The
You've got
donut. I'm
12.
not even factoring the donuts at the time because that's going to take me at most like 2 minutes.
Okay.
But the run is like I don't even know if I do that in an hour.
I think you probably could.
Don't know. I'd have to like.
Should we-
I have to start training for it now.
What about would it be legal in that competition to do it where like you're doing the running and you have to like push him in something? You stop for the donut, he eats the donut.
That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it?
He does the eating.
Put him in like a
pram.
Yeah, yeah, basically a pram.
A wheelbarrow.
A trolley.
If you're pushing me for 5 miles, I'm not sure you're getting that done in an hour.
Yeah, no, it'd be a tough one, that.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll push that back to 2026.
Nah, we've said that for a year.
Should at least have a go. You don't have to like, even if you fail it, have a go.
It's just how you would film it. You know, that's the difficult part.
Tick blew it.
Josh blew it in his van next to you.
Yeah, but it's a whole like public thing. You're gonna have to get permission to film it. Like what they're gonna do. They're tracking through the crowd.
The advertisement is the guy's actually got a GoPro on his chest, so you could like.
Yeah, you could do that as well, but you can't have a full video of a GoPro on your chest. That's
You should
shit.
have a thing like on your head where it sort of like comes out to you.
Yeah, like that Francis, whatever.
Yeah, but like not as close an angle.
Like I reckon we could film it. Like I think it's doable.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't really think about things before you commit to it.
What?
You think you can do anything. Like if I said to you now, let's film me like climbing up, like you'd be like, yeah, there's definitely a way to do that. Whereas in reality, yeah, well, that's easy almost because it's a static object. I just think you're not a realist, are you?
Are you fucking joking me?
Nah, you're too optimistic.
Nah, you're pessimistic.
Yeah, we're opposite. So the happy medium would be like somewhere in the middle. You're too optimistic. I can see that I am too pessimistic.
Yeah.
But like you're too far off the other end.
If your boy Adam Richmond can do it for that program, Man vs Food, we can do it for Beard Meets Food.
Did he do it for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did do that.
I don't think it was on Man vs Food.
Have you stopped Googling that, George? Like this is where you need to like follow along with these conversations.
Josh, it's 3:00. George is ready to end his shift. I think he's fully checked out now. You know.
Adam Richmond, crispy cream.
That Nando's is hitting my bowels now.
You boff.
No, I can feel activity down there. You know.
All right, maybe I don't know if he did do it or not.
No,
I thought he did do it.
No.
I still think we should do it. I think we could film it.
Right.
If it's just a video for your channel and me and Josh just go do it, we could definitely do it because we can alternate every kilometre.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we just run alongside you basically every kilometre. You know, like a mark.
I mean, like, look, man, I've seen Blue. He can barely carry a camera static, let alone running. And he whinges like he makes me look like he complains more than I do.
He does. Imagine going on a trip with them two. Brutal. Anyway, should we play the Big Fact Breaking Beard?
Yeah, Big Fact Hunt.
Oh yeah, because you came back, didn't you? You got like the last one right last week.
Yeah, survived.
You got it wrong. So
yeah, but I'm still way ahead.
I don't know.
I am, like, judging by like the last one that I saw.
I can't remember.
That you told me to proof watch.
Well, no, on screen. Okay, what's the first question?
I took the first one last week, so I'm assuming that Josh will take it.
Josh, what is the name of the villain in The Incredibles?
You're like just trying to.
We spoke about this on the podcast. I watched that recently. I'd never seen it. When did it come out?
Or the original one?
Yeah, the original one. I'd never seen it before.
I don't know when it came out.
Do you know the answer?
2000s.
No.
You don't know the answer?
I have no idea.
The criminal villain is called Syndrome.
Yeah.
It is. Syndrome.
There we go. Trivial Pursuit kids. Boosh!
If that had a bit of fucking lens then. Jesus.
Have you seen the state at the end of his lenses?
I know he never puts the lens
I
cap
think
Why'd you spat on a fucking lens?
Well, judging by the stuff, we're going to do that on the next video as well. So it's a punk tune.
All right, well, we're taking your lens.
I'm coughing all over it.
All right, Adam.
What am I getting to the precise foot? How far away is the sun?
The Hunger Games series was written by which author?
Some gimp that wants to take off Margaret Atwood. I don't know who the fuck wrote it. I've got no idea, and the films are terrible.
Any guesses now?
No.
It was Suzanne Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was educated in like the classics, you know, a real kind of proper academic education.
Well,
Didn't really read any shit stuff.
This is the greatest comeback in Breaking Beard history.
Yeah, I'm still mild. If George got the annotation right, which is a big if given the videos that I've seen lately, I'm way ahead of. I'm way ahead of you, so I'm free. I could get like 3 or 4 wrong, and I'm all right.
All right, okay.
okay. Let's wrap this shit up. First pit.
Which do you think is the best jingle?
Top 3 best jingles.
The Fathering Fails one's the best. It's just we haven't been able to use it for a
I don't
while.
know. I think the fast put one's pretty. I like the bing at the end.
I quite like the masturbate one though.
God, this feels like a.
Sure, that one.
It feels
I
like I've
can't
been
remember
back at work
Can't
here,
remember
man.
masturbate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's sexy though.
What even was masturbate?
Debating a controversial topic. Not controversial in that it's like
I do
taboo to talk about, but just more like
Highly debatable.
yeah.
I think the Fathering Fails one were a good
I still think this one's the best.
We retired that. Don't bring that back.
Thank God.
Imagine how much we'd get to talk about if we have brought that back up. Anyway.
Fest pits. My ex used to shout his own name when finishing.
No, they
Bombs away!
He didn't. He did. That's bullshit.
I always thought it was weird, but only now, after a few partners later, I realised it was so I would always think of him when having sex. We're not in touch anymore, so James, I hate you.
That's like almost like lifetime trickery, isn't it?
I'm not.
So you'd like
It's like when you're with future partners, when
He'd
you're
finish
reaching
and go,
that moment, you're just
"James."
thinking of him going,
No, you're not.
James.
Unless the partner you're currently with is absolutely atrocious in bed. You're just not going to be. That's bullshit, man. I
you
don't
said
believe
bombs
it.
away recently.
Recently,
Yeah.
Don't ask Danielle. No, I've not had sex recently, Josh.
Me too.
Say it's like riding the bike, don't they? But like I've not been on a bike for ages. Don't make any jokes. I don't. And then when I got on the bike, I was like, shit, it's actually quite hard. So
Yeah.
I don't really believe that whole phrase.
Okay.
But I know we'll see. Hopefully at some point.
next one. Stayed in a posh 5-star hotel to impress a new girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Got naked and jumped into bed. After a bit of foreplay, I slipped off the bed to get a condom out of my bag and left the biggest fudge strip ever across the lavish bedding. We never survived.
No shit, that's fucking gopping, that, innit?
There's no recovering from that.
I mean, first of all, you got to have your sheaths at arm's reach, man. You're ruining the whole moment. It's like it's never a sexy moment when you got to get the johns out. That's why I so rarely do it. But if you've got them there, right? If you're not going to take the risk, then you got to have them within arm's length, almost like partially unwrapped already.
Yeah.
You know.
Top tips from Top Shagger. Yeah, that's honking that though, like leaving a big skidder on fucking bed.
How
Imagine how
many
bad's your admin? Do you know what I mean? Like do you know what I mean?
How many people have we read out which have led to people shitting themselves? I'm starting to think that people have absolutely zero colonic control, and coming from me, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
How can you just be leaving skidders everywhere?
It's just like bad wiping.
I don't
your
remember
ass properly.
in my life. I don't think I've ever left skidders on anything other than pants that I've partially shit. Like I've never been on the bed and been like, oh.
Yeah, I get that. Same.
All right, last one. I eat the red wax cover off Baby Bell mini cheese. Sometimes it has to be a stealth operation in case my wife sees. I have to quickly put it in my mouth while going to the bin with the plastic wrapper.
That is actually edible. I heard. I don't know if that's like an urban legend, but I heard that is actually edible.
Google that, George. You need to find that out.
I don't know why you would eat it.
I
But
don't know why people eat Baby Bell cheese. I just can't.
I quite like that. My sister always has my nephew likes the light ones. I don't know why, rather than the full fat ones. Probably wants to get shredded when he's older. But I like those with a little bit of honey. I can eat those
With honey?
Yeah, like dip them in a little bit of honey.
I have to try that.
Yeah, man.
With or without the wrapper on it?
Without the wrapper.
Okay.
I'm not eating the wax stuff. around
Baby
it.
Bell cheese wax is food safe, meets very strict regulatory standards, and poses no health risk. if
100%.
accidentally
That's one of them,
ingested.
that we put in the pile earlier as like what was banned, like Jack 3D. It's going to be Baby Bell because they're going to find out that was actually very bad for you.
Nah, what wax?
Yeah, but it could be any sort of wax, man. Like, do you not see like that film where they poisoned the waters with like Teflon or something?
Aaron Brockovich.
I can't remember. I think I've merged about 3 films into one now. I need to do another film review, don't I?
Yeah,
No,
I've got a
you
jingle
really
for it
don't.
as well.
Get bollocks, have you?
Yeah, not on here, but I've got it.
Don't ruin it. Like, so
It's not on here.
What are we gonna do then?
You need to pick a film.
I want to pick one that I know you won't like. If you want to get, it's like
It has to be some classic film that he should have watched that he hasn't, though. Do you know what I mean?
In that case, Predator. The fact that you have not seen Predator is absolutely egregious. It's probably the greatest action film ever made.
It's going to be shit, isn't it? I'll watch Predator. If I have to watch Predator.
Is there a film that you know of that's like got a convoluted plot that if he was to watch it and relay it to us, it'd be fucking ridiculous?
It'd be ridiculous until the plot of Predator would be pretty bad.
Right.
He'd be like, hey, this fucking alien that looks like a vagina, right? Comes out of the trees. That's what it'd be like.
I'll watch Predator.
All right, watch Predator for next week.
All right.
I literally don't need to watch it because it's, I think, almost line for line. I must have seen Predator about 48 times.
All right, Predator. Remind me, George, before the next recording to have watched Predator.
I think it really works like that. I think you just got to go watch. Just go watch Predator.
Watch it tonight.
Look, man, I'll get on the phone to Danielle. I'll be like, look, babe, I'm not coming over tonight, but like, Josh is coming back home. He's got to watch Predator. Just remind him.
Babe. You're mad, you know. Fucking deluded, aren't you?
I think we're going to go, like, we'll have like an event with the wags. I say wags, like one wag, since George and I are both single. And I'll turn up and Danielle will just fucking slap me. She's been saving up for 1 year.
You guys imagine she's never watched one podcast. She hasn't got a fucking clue about anything that's ever been said.
Until somebody tells her.
What would you say if she knew?
I don't think
She wouldn't mind, man. I don't think Danielle would care.
Nah. But it's
all complimentary, isn't it?
Her life is like so opposite to this. Do you know what I mean? She's got like a real job, normal, like just normal.
What does she think you do for a living then?
I don't. She didn't even ask it. Honestly, I swear, she didn't even ask anymore. She's like, I'm off to work. Do you know what I mean?
She's the money coming in. She's like,
this is the work. Although she's fuming that we're off to Germany. She's like, how come you go to Germany so soon? I'm like, well, we've got to work. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Not really that much in the way of work, is it? But anyway.
Don't tell her that. Is that it? We're done?
That's it.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Time for another Patreon with you. Thanks everybody for watching, listening, smelling, and see you later.